Hello beautiful people, in this video I will tell you how you can install ZSH shell in your Fedora system or any other Linux distribution if you want, and you just have to follow the commands according to your distribution. After installing ZSH, we will install some framework called OhmyZSH and a theme called Power Level 10K. So without wasting any time, let's get started. And we are very close to reach 1K subscribers, so you can share it with your friends and anyone you want, and let's make it to 1K very soon or till the end of the day. So yeah, let's get started now. Okay, the first question that may come in your mind, that why we need to install any other shell. We have already a shell present in our terminal, but why do we have to change that? So ZSH is a powerful shell. You can customize it with according to your need, and it's very fast, and it has many themes. Yeah, it can be customized as you like it. Okay. So the first command that you want to run is sudo dnf install ZSH. Okay, so sudo is because we are not the root user. DNF is the package manager in Fedora, and if you are on Ubuntu or any other Debian based Linux distribution, then you can use apt-get or whatever package manager you are using in your Linux distribution. You can use that to install the ZSH shell. Okay, so we need to give the password of the user, and it will now download and install the ZSH. Okay, so the package was already installed. So the next thing we have to do is change the by default shell. Okay, so if I check what's my by default shell for this user, the username is user1, and you can replace it with your username and just type /etc/password, and you will see that the terminal that user1 has by default is bash shell. So I will explain this format, the output of this command, in a day or two. So yeah, I will explain all the files. Yeah, I will definitely explain this, what is this, but for now you just need to check that after running this command you may see this shell. Okay, so or any other shell if you have. Okay, next thing is we are gonna change the shell from by default, and we are gonna change it to ZSH. Okay, so chsh command is used to change the by default shell, and the option -s is used to set the shell, and which ZSH will do is we need to change the shell to ZSH. Okay, and it's now changing, and yes, shell changed. Okay, so if I run the command again, you will see that the shell is changed now, but the symbol is same. Okay, it's not changed. For that you may restart the system or restart the terminal. To see the changes, we need to log out from the user and then again log into the user. Okay, so if you log out and then again log into the terminal, then the user, then you will see that this is the Z shell configuration function for new users, and you just need to press 0 for that, and your terminal is changed. And if you notice here that it was dollar symbol before and it's now %, so the shell is now configured. After this the installation part of ZSH is now completed, and we are gonna install a framework called OhmyZSH. For that you can search it on the web. You can just search like ZSH framework, and you can either choose the website, and I will just go to the GitHub repository of the same, and you can definitely explore this repository. It has so many contributors, like 1779 contributors, and you can definitely check it out. And if you see anything and want to update something, then you can definitely check that. So here you can see the basic installation. So I'll just copy this command and paste it to my terminal, and yes. Okay, so now it's cloning OhmyZSH into our local system, and yes, it's installed now, and the framework will look like really cool. Okay, so before that it was just a boring terminal, but now it's really interesting to see, and we can run all the commands that we have in the Linux system already. So yeah, we can run any command that we know. Okay, two steps are completed. First we installed the ZSH, and now we have installed OhmyZSH framework. Now it's a time to customize our ZSH, and we will install some theme called Power Level 10K. For that you can close this terminal and may open one. Okay, so now you can just type this command called git clone and the URL of the Git repository for Power Level 10K, and I need to save the Power Level 10K into a customized folder. So I will drop all the commands that I'm using right now in the GitHub repository again. So yeah, you just need to press enter, and it's now cloning the repository into /home/users/.ohmyZSH custom themes and Power Level 10K. So yeah, it will now download all the things in the that are present in the repository, and after that we will do some changes, and after that we are good to go to use the theme in ZSH. Okay, meanwhile it's installing, I will just download some fonts that I will be using for my terminal. Okay, so you can search it on the web, Fura Mono fonts, nerd font. Okay, so if you are on Ubuntu, you need to look for Fira Mono, not Fura Mono, and otherwise Fura Mono will work fine for any other Linux distribution. And you need to click on this link called nerdfonts.com. Okay, so you just need to click on downloads, and you can download any of the font that you like. I want to download the Agave nerd font, so you need to just click on download and just save it, press OK, and it's installing the .zip file into our local system. Also, it's not necessary that you download this one. They have many fonts available, and you can choose any one you like. Okay, so I just choose the second one. So yeah, okay, open this file, and you just need to install. Click on install, and yes, you can install the others too. Okay, so now that we have installed the fonts, and it's still now downloading, so let's just wait for some time. Okay, I don't want to waste any time, so I'll just open the other terminal and run a command called git clone. So this repository is for the auto suggestions, and you can just search it on the web that I need ZSH auto suggestions I will also drop the links in the description box, so check it out, and all the commands will be in the GitHub repository. So I need to save again in the this folder. Okay, so we have to give the customize folder if we want, otherwise it will just save in the home directory. So just press enter, and it's now cloning into this folder. Okay, so now it's done. Okay, so these are the plugins that I'm using. First was auto suggestions, that means the shell can auto suggest the things, and other I am using is the syntax highlighting. So these are the plugins you can install, and if you don't want that, it's just fine. Okay, so yeah, just run this command. So now both our plugins are installed. First was ZSH auto suggestions, and the second one was ZSH syntax highlighting. Now all the things are done here, and let us check if the, okay, it's still downloading. I don't know, it's taking a long time. Finally the power level theme is downloaded. Now everything we need is here: the power level 10K theme, the plugins that were syntax highlighting and auto suggestions. Now we need to tell ZSH that I want to use the other theme called power level 10K now. So to do that, we need to configure the file, and you can use any text editor like Nano, Vim, Vi or Micro. I will just use Vim. Okay, and you need to type this command called vim ~/.zshrc. This is the configuration file for the ZSH. And okay, so now we are in the file and we are using Vim editor. So I'll just share some more things in Vim. Okay, so the first thing we need to change is the ZSH theme. I am already seeing that I need to change this, but if you have a file for like 1000 lines of files, and if you want to search for a particular word, how you can do that? Okay, you will not search for, like, you will not go through the whole file. You need a shortcut for that. Okay, so first thing is you have to in the command mode and just press / and the keyword. Okay, so if I type ZSH, so it will just highlight the keyword where it is present. So I need to find this. Okay, so it's now showing me that there are 3 places where ZSH theme is available, and I know where I need to change that. So it's just this. Okay, so press enter, and you are in the first ZSH_theme keyword. So just press I, because we have to change the location of the theme, because we are now using power level 10K, and just replace it with power level 10K / power level 10K. Okay, that's the first change in the file. Second change is we need to use the other fonts that we have downloaded. So that was Nerd font, and Agave was the name of that. Okay, so for that we need to add another line called power level 9K_mode equal to double quotes nerd font -complete. Okay, so this is the second change. First was telling the ZSH that we need to use this theme now, and the second one was we need to use this font for the terminal. Now if you want to enable correction, okay, so just type this keyword called enable, and you will see that yes, there are. Okay, so we can also type in the caps and we will find the keyword called enable enable underscore correction equal to true, so just uncomment this line. Okay, third change is done. Now we need to tell the shell that now I want to use these plugins. Okay, so just search for plugins and you will see here that it's written only git, so you need to add. Okay, so just add ZSH hyphen auto suggestions and ZSH hyphen syntax highlighting. Okay, so these were the two plugins that we have downloaded and you just need to give the name of them. Okay, so all the things are changed. Let's go through the changes again. First was we gave the power level theme, second one was giving the fonts, third one was enable correction, and the fourth one was enabling like adding the plugins. Okay, so just save it, press escape, then colon WQ, and it's saved now. Okay, all the changes are saved. And after configuring the file, you need to go to the preferences of your terminal and click on preferences and go to unnamed, and I want to use a custom font called agave-nerd font. Okay, so you can select your newly installed font, just close it and you can see that the font is changed now. Okay, so the last step is p10k configure. This is a command to set up your terminal looks. Okay, for that we need to execute the shell. Okay, so we restarted our terminal and yes, now you can see the terminal is changed. Okay, so you can select any of that, so I'll just go for one, and I want to use Unicode or ASCII, so I'll just go to 2, and I need 256 colors, and the time format I want is 24-hour format. Okay, so I will just select. Okay, so it's the configuration of our shell, that what it will look like. So I'm just choosing it for myself. You can always prefer your, you can customize it according to your need. Okay, so the terminal is changed now. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, git, and if I type git, it's already showing me the auto suggestions. So that's why we install the plugin called auto suggestions, and you can, okay, so I can just clone, and yeah, everything is there, so it's kind of cool and it will be really easy to use. So I guess I will just use ZSH from now on because I find it really cool. Okay, so yeah, so everything is done now, and make sure to try it out. It was really fun to do that, and you can, I guess you need to subscribe to my channel because I am just uploading videos every single day, and you guys can show some support. And yeah, so that was it for today's video, and goodbye, and may the source be with you.